Okay, so I think now I've finished it, I'll do a tour of my new mining delve, which I've called Ironhome. Actually, instead of going by Mapstone, we'll run there. This delve is in Westgate, and it's basically for mining iron and coal. I decided to do some testing of the miners to see how they worked, especially after I left it for the 1.6.7 patch, etc., just to get everything updated, try a few things. Basically, I've taken one of these pillar rooms. So this is what the pillar room looks like as standard. Obviously, in two of the corners, you will have huge rock deposits. So it would be this one and this one that would have had the rock deposits in. And I basically, but basically, so this is what it looks like beforehand, as you can see. Quite dark, nice light sources on the centre, and this is the entrance to it. I've got what I like to call my airlock or orc lock. It's to stop the orcs getting in, stop the NPCs getting out, unless I want them out. That's what the lodge door is for. And this is the actual delve itself. Delve stone in the sort of centre, right underneath the pillar there. Put the mapstone here. Let everything redraw itself. And this area back here is one of those rooms that has, normally there would be stairs here with ore under here, and this could potentially be an exit, but as you can see, it's all been blocked in. I think that corner up there is the only rock you'll see. It's tiny little bits of rock. Everything else has been covered in. We've got the kitchen area here, a couple of cook pantries, a couple of roasting pits. Nice open pit fire for the outside of the living area. A couple of big brew tanks. I did originally put two of the King's brews in, but they cause problems because they end up having to be too close together, so I went back to an all evening ale. I mean, the King's brews overkill. Never really need that much, but as you can see, plenty of evening ale. One there, another one here. We'll see if will he actually do anything now either. Is that NPC going to realise that this is empty, or does he need to actually use his brain? Let's find out that one stop. So,
hey,
you going to do anything?
aye, Kazatum is returning.
Sometimes you have to just remind him he's got a job to do. So there's more evening nail kit up here for them. Nice seating area. And that's where we lead back outside. And then you've got a bedroom for 9 here. Or is it 10? 9, I think. Not sure who left the door open. I don't normally leave the doors open for them. And then off to the side here, I did another small room. There's 4 beds there. Enough for 13 dwarves here, which is way more than you need. As I say, I was doing a lot of testing of the NPCs, so I tried to. I thought I'd say, not instead of doing just a rally storm, I did a delve. Covered all the ceiling. One of the little things I do like is I do like this bit. So you've got access to that brew tank. It fits in quite nicely as well. Anyway, so that's the living quarters. And then we've got the 2 pillar mining nodes. We've got the iron one here, which I have 2 working at. Now what I've found with these, is these are vein markers. I'll show you, I'll bring one up and show you. I don't know if I can put another one. Now, I found you need 1 vein marker per NPC you want working. And I also found that if the vein markers overlap at all, they cause problems for them. So I don't have that. I might get away with that there. What I think I'll do is I'll take away the one at the hole for now, because I've got 3 miners working, so I'll take the coal one away and see if it works. It looks like one of my NPCs has got himself a bit lost. Those 2 are fine. Anyway, no, I know I said it was a mining one, but I made it self-sufficient, so there's loads of food. Everything here has just been generated. I mean, it's about what, 50 game days I've taken to build this. So all this that you can see in these delve chests
Will do.
has been generated.
Got it.
While I've been building. And of course I should have made sure that I took all that up first. And yes, they pull up onions and mushrooms because whilst you can't see in it, obviously there was originally onions and mushrooms in this area, so they will find them. That's mushrooms and there's onions. Delve. It's getting there, almost there. I've taken away the Kuzdal oats that I had planted because Kuzdal just grows so damn fast. I couldn't keep it, I couldn't keep up with them. They don't use them quick enough. So here's my station for them to my smelting station. So we've got a couple of ore bins for iron and a couple for coal. I could have I could have two smelters working, but at the moment I'm just bothering with the one. And this is all the iron and steel I've created. See, that's about 50 game days. As you can see, it's quite basic. I mean, I have used the ancient set. I haven't used any coastal marble or red sandstone really. Decided just to keep this as a pure granite look, really, well, mainly granite and adamant look. There's some lodge pieces in this. And obviously the floors you could get away with by just replacing them with standard granite floors or even gilded floors if you wanted to go to that extravagant, but this for me is a working environment. As you can see, there's loads of farm plots. Have no problems with food here. And that'll be the dwarves heading up probably to go and donate, possibly go and donate their yep. They'll go and donate to the delve. At this point I've got a brewmaster, a cook, one metal worker, 3 miners, and a couple of 2 or 3 scavengers or salvagers. As I say, there's about 8 or 9 in this delve. One of the miners is still hungry. How the hell did you not get fed? 2 salvagers. So yeah, as I say, 8. As you can see, I redid all the pillars, so all the pillars got given gold. To give it again, it's just to give it a bit of colour, make it stand out a bit. I didn't leave the walls alone. The outside walls I could have left them, but no, I tarted them up a bit, put some of my favourite granite barriers and some columns, obviously for support. There's adamant behind these anyway, but it's just to take away from that flat wall that you get in these pillar rooms, make it look a bit, make it stand out a bit more. And these just came, you know, just to raise up the area, and then I just played around carefully mining this out to expose the vein. So, but yeah, this is just a simple delve. This is while I was testing the, well, it's not a simple delve. This is just what I thought would look good in the pillar rooms. And obviously I now need to do some other ones in some of the other locations. Although whether I make them full delves like this, as I say, this is more of a practice while I was figuring out how I want to build them. Yes. I'm only allowed 4 more delvings. It might, I mean, I could probably do one, depending on what I've got in this world. That'll be mine. It might not be mine, but it is now. As you can hear, the brewer's got stuff brewing, so we've got one full keg there. One full keg there. And that one's brewing away. I'll just put like these little corners in just to take away and give it a bit of different. What cook's pantries? I need to fill a cook's pantry. So we can go and do that. I just did that to make it look different. Yeah, it's just adding a bit of colour and making it look different from what it was. Anyway, that should be everything, and I will probably do another one of these delves, but do a gold one for definite.